Welcome back to USA Touch Nationals. We've got LA tapping off in the black against New York in the blue. There's touch 2, and already a loss of control there, so they're going to have a turnover. I'm here, Adrian Whitty here, the USA Women's Program Director, here with Charles Sanderson, 4-time World Cup player from the Portland Hunters. Charles, we're just seeing New York roll on. What are they going to have to do today to win this game?
It's all about the hard yards. All about the hard yards today.
So grind it out. And here we have Tani Greco in for Tara Menon in. Tani's, it's going to be 6 touch, and it's going to be a turnover. LA's going to take over and head towards their box. Steady yards so far, running down that link channel. That's Lisa Finnegan taking it up. Nice hard yards there. New York coming up. And what are we going to call here? We're going to have an in the ruck. So New York just getting themselves in that play the ball, and a tap ball for LA. Ali Taylor making great yards, putting New York on the back foot. Lorraine Lynn looking to the outside channel, gets a nice dump. Here we go from the half, long ball, and the ball to ground. Charles, what do you think of the start so far? What does LA have to do today?
They love attacking that link channel, so we'll see what happens from that.
Great stuff. Now
Good.
New York working to their box. Good check pass there to Tina Veal. Tina, a new player coming to us from the UK. The turnover though, and so LA straight onto the attack, and they've got numbers if they spin it wide. Ali Taylor takes the touch. Lorraine Lynn into half. Using that link channel, just slowing it down, collecting themselves, getting a sub. Celine Sheeran just tracking across field, seeing what's open. Pops it back in. Lorraine again, they just take another touch. And this call is for not moving up from the line. So when the defense gets back to the line, they need to keep moving up until the touch is made. Nice low look there, but great work from Annie Morton to get off the line. LA setting up again. Touches in hand here. Nice little outside show. Carly Binden. That's our 6th touch. It's our 6th touch. Ball turns over to New York.
Forward off the ruck.
Sorry, my bad. Forward off the ruck. So here we go. New York takes over. Zarema Greco just overshooting the mark. Celine Sheeran making that touch there. LA's going to use that shooting defense. Carly Binden up there picking off a touch. The middle's shooting up to take the next one. Through the midfield now. LA calling for the over the mark. They need to keep playing, but ball to ground, turnover.
Great defensive pressure from LA.
So a bit of a nervous start so far to this final. A few drop balls, a few different things going on in the ruck. There's a 6 more. As they just work off and get fresh subs on.
It's important to remember that LA's played an extra game because of this draw this year.
Yeah, the pathway to the final this year, quite tough. 5 teams, all very competitive games. LA coming through the repechage round, if you like, and that's going to be caught from half, and the ball's going to turn over. Really good defense from New York getting set there and picking off that touch.
LA had to go all the way to 3-on-3 in a drop-off just to get here, while New York was sitting around watching, so it'll be interesting to see how much energy LA's got in the tank.
Chance to slow things down here for New York and get themselves fresh subs onto the field.
LA's energy's been awesome.
Yeah, so far seems to be the more pressured start, right? And that's what they're going to have to do. They're really going to have to bring that defensive pressure and get New York on the back foot. That's another great touch from Lisa Finnegan. Unlucky.
And that's a touch you want to have, right? I mean, she's in front, makes a good touch.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, another good pick-off touch there. So Menon now just looking to set up Greco. Logan coming around the back. Just a little stalled on that play the ball, so we're going to have to go in for phase. Menon from half. Looking for the line. Is that Irene Wu? I think she's been touched. Great defense from LA to get on the line, get back up again. And ball to ground. They'd be happy with that start, Charles.
But it's just awesome in the rock. LA's touches are awesome. There's stuff in the rock. Tara loves to scoop. The scoop hasn't been on, but it's because of LA's defense.
We're just going to get a hard touch there, call there. Menon coming in from the side and just hitting her from the side slightly, causing the dumper to be off balance there.
Bit of frustration, maybe?
Bit of frustration, maybe, the early parts of the game. Tara's such a competitor. Finnegan again, great roll ball there. Fresh subs on for LA. Karina McLaughlin into Lorraine Lynn. They're starting to get into the backfield here, and they'll set up again for that. Just starting to go wide, and that's a good touch from Kat.
You just wish they'd keep going forward.
Yeah, they had them through the midfield there. If they just kept pushing that channel, I think things might have opened up. Now New York gets to take over and get to the sub box, get fresh players on. Irene Wu, nice little step back there. Annie Morton onto the field, is going to take charge here.
Oh, it's awesome.
Tina Veal from
Through.
half, she's through. She's looking wide. That might be the first score of the game. It is a try to New York, and that was off the back of some really great rucking. Charles.
Annie Morton, great dump. Shireen's awesome on that scoop. Great start for New York. They're enduring the energy at LA. LA's really been beating them on the energy, but great result for New York.
Really important that LA picks up their heads again, goes again, keeps that energy. Lorraine Lynn, Carly Binden there. Just need to refocus here. That's touch 2.
They need to get going forward. There we go.
There we go. Carly drive again. Carly's going to drive again for Lorraine Lynn. Gives to Celine Sheeran. Looks to Lorraine Lynn. Drew that player brilliantly. Lynn into space. And that's going to even the score 1-1.
What a great answer from LA.
That's that energy you talked about, Charles.
Yeah, who's number 4? Because she was the one who set it up. It was side to side, and all of a sudden number 4 comes in, gets a great drive. LA's on the front foot, and there they go.
Yeah, that's Carly Binden, fresh off that Women's 27
Awesome.
World Cup campaign, and there's no better go forward than Carly. Very nice player. New York taking over again. They're going to look for that wrap play. Tina Veal, ball just didn't come up. Little roll ball error there, or a ruck error. New York's chance to really take the advantage here, and they're getting good yardage down that link channel. Charles, did you pick up what that was
Missed
for?
the call.
Yeah, it was either an over the mark or some sort of ruck infringement. It's unfortunate. They were starting to get on the front foot. Here's New York again. Tina Veal having a good look. New York now just setting up through Zarima Greco. She's going to just play the...
Yeah, not between the legs.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a costly error. They really could have had the advantage there. 3 touches at the line. And that's a shame. But here's LA back on the front foot. The driving has been awesome. Ali Taylor straightening up. Lorraine Lynn again. Lorraine and Carly working together really nicely here. There's Carly Binden again. Nice drive. She's committed 2 players. Here's Shireen.
33 peel again.
33 peel again.
Pay it off? No.
The touch is called Annie Morton with those long limbs making that last ditch touch. Annie Morton.
Looks like they found their play, though, that's going to work for them. That 33 peel is on.
So what does New York need to do to defend that, Charles?
The way they're running it right now, I think the middle has to pull corner and trust, lock in on the short side, and you'll be fine.
Cool.
But the middle isn't pulling a hard enough corner.
LA getting some good defensive momentum, but Veal again, she's just not rolled that square, unfortunately, but good pressure from LA. LA putting a lot of defensive pressure on the New York sub box, and they're forcing turnovers, which is giving them shots at the line. Carly Binden again.
Awesome.
Taylor into that link channel.
She's a workhorse.
New set of players on. Just a little intercept ball there, and New York takes over. Good momentum, but just nothing at the end of that one for LA. They're going to put that defensive pressure on again. There's another great touch. That was Shizuka Tay making that touch, and really they've put some pressure on the sub box. Irene Wu getting some great yards there. Needed to get that roll ball down and keep that momentum. Gotcha. LA taking over. There's Finnegan getting those sub box yards as they bring on new players. Karina McLaughlin's screaming for that. Here's the link quickie. They give the ball to the wing. Oh, Bonnie Shearston just could not quite reel that one in. It was a tough ball to take. Good flow there from LA. They're looking probably the stronger team, the one with momentum. And Coach Shea Mutu would be pretty happy with their performance so far, Charles.
Yeah, they're getting the drives. They're finishing strong. They're finishing at this end of the field. And they're turning New York over, so they're doing everything they should.
Good yardage there again from Wu.
Bonnie Shearston's been great on that wing.
Yeah, Bonnie Shearston getting that front on touch there, stuffing the momentum and really forcing New York onto the back foot. But there's their yardage queen, Zainab Uchak. Annie Morton from half finds Veal.
It's going to be a touchdown.
And that's going to be a touchdown. There it is. And that's the thing there. It's 2-1 to New York. But you know that you just cannot relax. You make those good touches through the midfield, but you cannot relax. The lock-in wasn't there. The shut didn't come. Annie Morton went screaming through, and no better person than Tina Veal to find at the end of that ball.
She's got pace for days. Do you know her background? You know her story, Age?
Yeah, UK player. Played a lot of rugby at a representative level. This is her first year to touch. You wouldn't know it,
nope.
But Coach Wei-An Lee has really worked hard with getting Tina onto speed, and yeah, the New York team's a great setup here for that new player. In any case, here's Lorraine Lynn with, there's that 33 peel again, and a great touch from Irene Wu, chasing out. That's exactly what you were talking about, Charles.
New York sorted that 33 peel out, so it'll be interesting to see what LA does to mix it up.
Sheeran now to Lynn. That ball just hitting ground. Taylor ran a nice line there, just couldn't find the winger. Now New York needing to get those yardage plays again. And Irene Wu and Zainab Uchak just putting that ball down. This will be a good shot for LA.
I feel like so many of those errors, though, are really coming from LA's pressure. They're working really, really hard.
Lynn again. In for Binden. They're going to look for a sub here. No half there, so they're going to just slow it up a little bit there. Get their new set of 6 on. That's Cheryl McAfee in the middle there, setting plays. Nice little ball out to Lisa Finnegan, but great defense from Zainab. Zainab Uchak taking that away, and here we go, setting up again. Good wing pressure. The touch is called, but it's a penalty for offside there.
Mean light to left to right, though, from Cheryl McAfee.
Definitely.
That's going to be... LA caught a break there. Wow.
Just trying to find the mark. They were lucky. But here we go.
I want to see McAfee throw some more of those bounce outs to the link.
And they look like they might be setting up to do that here, Charles. Nope. Just takes one touch. McAfee, the game manager there, really well done. Just noticing that New York had not retreated, so blew that penalty again. Oh, got away with that play the ball.
She's paying it off, never made it onside.
Didn't make it onside, so there's a try. That's a try to Annabelle Burns, and that squares it up 2-2.
I think LA's got them for energy right now. They're working harder. They're working harder in the midfield. We're getting little errors from New York, and I'm not sure what that is. Maybe a bit of nerves.
New York looking to refocus here. Tani Greco, Tina Veal, getting stuffed in those touches. LA just really making some great footwork. Some good footwork in those touches and just stuffing the New York momentum. And even there, we're on touch 3 and not a lot of threat right now. But here's Menon going from half and is caught from half. Yes, caught from half. So the ball turns over to LA. And that was just great defensive pressure from LA, just getting in front.
Looked like she was through and the defense is just working so hard.
And that comes from that stopping the momentum allows the defense to get set. Oh, it's costly turnover there. It's going to turn the ball over in good field position for New York. They're going to take over within the half. Just stalling for time while that sub-box changes over. We've got Zarima Greco coming on here. In with Annie Morton. Looking for that backdoor play. Here comes Logan round the back. The dump is good. Logan looking for the step back. It's a good touch. New York setting up again. What are they going to throw to us? Good yardage from Zaynep. Morton from half. But unfortunately that ball has travelled forward and so that'll be a turnover and a penalty to LA, who takes over from their 5. Now on the charge, good yardage again. Celine Sheeran checking off there. Down the link channel, getting good yardage here. Getting on the front foot as they change sub-box. Finnegan, great step back into that channel. Momentum coming, good check pass. Is that McAfee again? Just with that dump. Here's McAfee to Finnegan. Good shutdown. And they just play out to 6.
But it's a great set of 6 for LA, right? Rucking hard, asking questions. And now, once again, right back into the work. Look at them work.
Another good touch there. New York going towards the box and stuffing those yards. Really good defense here from LA, swarming up to the ball, putting a lot of pressure on. They're working extremely hard. Another good wing touch. New York with the count 5. Veal from half. She's going to look for her speed, but that's well shut down by LA. And they turn the ball over with good field position. They'll go to their box straight away, and they should have touches when the new set of 6 comes on.
What I love is their transition, right from defense, rucking hard. They're winning the roll ball.
So that's touch 3, and they just need to keep this momentum. Taylor just gets stuffed in the ruck there from Moran. Here we go with the check ball. That's good. That's a good defense from Tina Veal. She's had a good game, good start to this game so far, Charles.
She's got pace. She reads the game well. She makes good decisions.
Lauren Moran now into the middle, that middle dump. Tina Veal making good yardage. That's 3 and they're almost to halfway. This is better from New York. Looking more threatening. That's 4. They need to keep this momentum, keep it moving forward. Tani Greco, she's no better person to keep it moving. Menon off the back of that. Scoops through, looks for Greco. That's going to be a try. That's all on the back of Flo. And that's going to make it 3-2 to New York. Great bit of rucking there, Charles.
Yeah, you know Tara's going to scoop. I mean, that's who she is. That's what she is. But it was the dump to set her up that made the difference. That's Greco?
That's Greco. That's Tani Greco. Her first nationals for New York. Her second nationals in all. She started with the mixed, and that's going to make it halftime. The halftime score is 3-2. We've got an interesting game here. 3-2 to New York. We'll talk to you soon.
Good work, Gage.
Yep.
She's doing the hard job.
Yep. So I'll probably ask. Welcome back to the Women's Open Final of the 2019 USA Touch Nationals from the lovely Chula Vista Elite Athlete Training Center in sunny California. Score here at halftime: New York up 3-2 over LA. Charles, what were your takeaways from that first half? Who do you see as the key players so far?
Carly Bindon has been fantastic, and Lisa Finnegan's been doing the really dirty stuff for LA. I think they're outplaying them for aggression and for energy. They're just coming up a little short on the scoreboard. Tina Veal's been the difference for New York right now.
Yeah, and Veal's on the field now, and we'll see what happens with this as Menon and Greco set up in the middle again. Greco in and Veal around for the Blues, and she's going to have a look, and that's well done. She played that really well.
Oh, tough luck.
That's really hard luck.
That looked like a fresh
really
set of
luck.
6H.
Yeah, it did, and the referees called a turnover there with the saying that the player didn't play at that and the ball was to ground. LA gets to ruck out here, and they'll work to their sub box again. They're cramped in that wing channel, but they're working hard. Just a little cramp there, and they sort of got in each other's way as they went towards the sub box, and that could be costly. New York just going to stall for a couple here while they get a fresh set of players on, Charles.
Lincoln Wing do a good job of buying some time. Here comes Annie Morton.
That's a good pick-off touch too, though. It's a really good pick-off touch by Annabelle Burns. Burns and McAfee have played quite well together. They've been a good combination so far. Annie Morton from half gives off touch, and that's a great set of 6 from LA. Good defense.
Yeah,
really
Burns
good
just
defense.
stays safe. McAfee's got her inside. No dramas.
Working well together again as they come towards the sub box. Here's Finnegan, who we talked about her with her yardage game, and that's it again. McAfee taking one to the half as they get fresh players on. Ali Taylor doing that job again to go across. Just needs to be to preempt that touch and get in, keep that momentum. McLaughlin now.
Little different look. Tried to go short side.
New York take over. They're going to work to their box. Morton taking the first touch in. Good pressure again. Karina McLaughlin up to make that touch. It's a stalwart of USA touch. Excellent defense there as they wave again. New York, though, managing to get across the halfway line with plenty of touches still to go. They need to keep this momentum. Here's 5. Scoop off the ground from Emily Logan. Shut down there.
But they finished their set, and they're in a good spot. See if they have the energy on the D.
Absolutely. As we take it out through Taylor again down that link channel. We're just going to halt play here. Did you see what that was for, Charles?
I missed it, but Wei-On Lee, awesome adjustments at the half for New York. They're way more intense in the ruck right now. Look at that once again, great energy in the ruck.
There we go. There's Bindon, though. She goes through the middle. Lorraine Lynn scooping off the back of her. That's not a bad combination, but well shut down there. Well shut down there by Irene Wu.
Love Bindon. Doesn't even worry about the hard touch. She just carries on, comes up, starts working again on the defense, and there she is again.
Yeah, as LA press up and try to take this yardage away, but here's the yardage queen again, Zainab Uchak. She's in, getting that momentum for New York, and there's Greco for Menon. We know what's going to happen here. Menon's through. Sheeran, a great diving touch to shut that down. There's a little World Cup battle right there, both fresh off the Women's Open campaign in Malaysia. Great to see. Both awesome competitors. LA rucking off again. Just getting a little static here. They're going away from what's been working for them, which is hard yards and good defense.
Tay sorted him out and got straight.
Oh, a bit unlucky there. Going to have to be heads up. Here's the McAfee-Burns combination on defense again. Menon and Greco. There's Zarima, Greco. Getting over to the sub-box. There'll be fresh players to have a look and try to convert something here for New York. Veal again. Just setting up New York. They've got 3 touches here still left. Sorry, maybe it's 2 touches. 2 touches. This is the last. Veal again. She's going to look to go long. Oh, it's well shut down by Finger. She really had to make that one, Charles. Really had no option there but to shut that down, knock it down, and get a fresh set of 6 for New York. Burns again. And McAfee going to work into the defense. Morton looking for the outside quickie. She's long. But well shut down by Burns.
She just looks really comfortable, really safe.
And McAfee getting in her ear there to just like make her feel safe. Great talk. Working well as a defensive unit there. Logan on that blue. Has a look at the line. We're going to have 5th touch.
McAfee, great job getting onside, getting off the line so it doesn't get paid off.
Ball goes wide and goes to ground. LA takes over, but they're going to have to go from the far side of the field to get to the sub-box. And right now their sub-box is just slightly breaking down, and there it is again. Pressure put on. New York takes over, and they could really take advantage here.
You know, I think that extra game and going all the way to drop off with 3 is making a difference. You could see all the players flooding off, needing a break, rightly so, because they are tired. They need somebody to drive forward.
New York in the same vein. They're going to look here to set something up, but they really need to drive in here. That's a good touch by Burns again. Uchak just getting in the way there, running into the same hole. Again, Burns looking comfortable in defense. They've done a hard set here, LA. They need to get to the sub-box. They're fatigued. There's just another Small little error there, just overrunning the mark. Here we go, though. And here we have it for...
Looks like she played the ball before the touch.
Gotcha. And pressure again. They were able to get a new defensive unit out there, but it's going to be tough work here for LA if they keep having challenges getting to their sub box. But here we go, New York taking over again. Greco from half. Logan just slowing it down, getting it off to Menon. Just having a look. And Menon, the ultimate competitor there, Charles.
She just made the call for the ref and got paid off.
Menon, the great gamesman.
14
Here we
was
go. Greco looking for the short one. That's back on the inside. That's a really good setup. Menon's in for the try. New York up 4-2.
Big smile from Tara. You don't see that often, especially in a final.
You know, and I think that smile, Charles, comes from the fact that she's playing with a new middle partner. That's Tani Greco. This is her first year. Look at that confidence from a young player. And that comes from the experience of Tara Menon giving her that confidence. Really good to see. LA now needing to just refocus here. This game is by far from over. But they just need to keep a cool head. New York starting to get on top mentally here. LA needs to bring that big defense that they bought in the first half.
Nice check.
Great check pass. Lauren Moran getting plenty of yards through the middle thanks to that check pass. And is that Greco going through? It's Greco bursting through. She might go all the way. She finds Uchek. And that makes it 5-2 to New York over LA.
It's really where you start wondering about just the nature of the draw. It's a grand final. You've got a team who's played an extra game.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how much LA's got in the tank and whether they can dig deep.
And this competition, Charles, it's only 5 teams this year, but all 5 teams super competitive. It's fantastic for women's touch. And that just means that every game is hard out. So here we go, LA trying to get a bit more flow here. They had some momentum there and they're looking a bit sharper on offense. Ball straight up off the deck. Great hands from, was that Finnegan?
Yeah.
Great hands from Finnegan, but well read by the New York player there. And that was 6 touch and a turnover.
They went back to their bread and butter with the 33 peel, and they got a really good outcome.
Yep.
And here comes the energy again.
And we need that energy from LA. A big touch there, a second big touch. Now they need to get up and make another one. They have to bring the heat right now. There's no tomorrows after this. This is what they play for all year. Menon again getting yardage. Greco off the back of it. Look at her go. She scoops through and draws the penalty for offside. Fantastic play from Tani Greco.
That was great effort from McAfee. She's injured. She's going to take a break.
That's just putting your body on the line there, Charles. Desperation stakes from LA. They really had to make that touch, and McAfee just puts it on the line.
Been working hard all game.
Wu now from the link channel. She's going to look for that quickie. It's not there. She pulls up. That's good play. Good and safe on second touch. Letting Greco and Menon take over. Burns for the touch. She has Lynn inside her defensively now. Menon just asking for a clarification there. That's 4. There's 5. Menon from half. And well played by Burns. Just makes that touch. Didn't panic. Ball turns over. Back to the sub box. LA needs to get off and get fresh legs on here. Great yardage. Unfortunately, ball down.
Tough luck there. Good hard touch from the link. Did you see who that was making that touch? She turned her over.
I didn't, Charles, unfortunately. It was a great touch. And here's Wu just slowing it down. Back into the middles now with a Siobhan. That's Siobhan Hayes working with Lauren Moran. Lauren Moran getting Irene Wu in. Bogan on the outside. Looks for the line. Well shut down by Bindon again. Who else? Who else would be there? Moran just throwing that one to ground. They're going to set up their defense for this sub box here.
There's some good go forward from Bindon.
Did you expect anything else, Charles?
Yeah,
It's been
fair
like
enough.
that all day.
Fair enough.
Bindon again. Why not give her a second carry? That's going to take you down the field. McLaughlin, the cool head, back onto the field. Draws the offside penalty. That's really well played. That's the experience there from Karina. Working with Maggie Lee, who's had a fantastic tournament. This is a breakout year for her. Maggie Lee takes it in for that 32 dump.
She didn't get between her legs.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Or was it 6 touch?
It's unfortunate, but better from LA. Score at the moment is 5-2 to New York, so now's the time if LA's going to make a comeback in this game. They need to bring the pressure here. Finnegan again, a nice front-on touch. Really good body position there.
She's been outstanding.
She has been, Charles. Zaynep getting that yardage game going, working that tired defense. Morton taking over, and that's 6.
Just missed the count, maybe?
Yeah, probably did. Not a bad outcome, though.
Here comes the energy from Morton.
Annie Morton, New York captain. Big kudos here to the referee crew. We've got Ellie Norton from New Zealand, Bronwyn Wake from Australia, and Alice Watchhorn from the UK. Done a pretty good job, and the referees in this tournament, fantastic effort, refereeing a lot of games every day. And here we go, LA going again. Sheeran taking over with that 32 scoop. Finds Bindon. Good closing touch. I wish they'd gone to that a little bit more, maybe, Charles, with Celine Sheeran scooping from that half position. She's got a great ball and she just has really good vision of the field. Haven't probably utilised that as much as they could have. Morton there getting stuffed by Christine Sway.
Shay,
My apologies. I'm sorry, Christine. But Christine playing that perma wing, she's played that position all tournament. So I think that she will, by the end of this tournament, have played every minute of this tournament. Fantastic effort. Menon and Greco taking over again. They've looked the most likely. Greco scoops outside.
but Carly's got her.
Carly Bindon. Carly Bindon, you've had a good game.
And right back into it. Look at her work.
Sheeran now, good step back, takes the extra yardage. That's going to get LA on the front foot. Important that they finish off here, Charles. This is a fantastic effort from them. They're back into the finals. It's been quite a few years. Developing squad gets better every year. And this is fantastic. There goes Burns.
She's through.
Burns looks for the support.
Going to pay that one off.
And they found it. Yes, that's a try. And it's 5-3. I didn't see who got in for that one, but the Link running a fantastic support line. But Burns again, another player that's had a really good day today, Charles.
I think LA just needs to keep going to that scoop.
Let's see if they can maybe get one back here.
Sometimes touch is really a simple game. Ruck the hard yards, get a scoop at the end of it.
There's no better person to give you that advice than four-time World Cup player Charles Sanderson as they look to that 33.
Oh.
Finnegan has the intercept. Looks for Sheeran. Great touch there. LA still got the momentum. They need to take advantage of this, and they've just let New York set up their defense again. Taylor getting isolated there from the half, but Bindon again Looking for Lynn. Lorraine Lynn on that W line. She's going to get in again and get live. She's got a dynamic reset. Doesn't use it on that occasion, and now it's fifth touch.
That's disappointing.
It is disappointing. The momentum was all with LA. And that's 6.
Just needed a fifth touch dump and a scoop, and you're within 1.
Yep.
Maybe they were on 2 minds. Bindon wanting the scoop. 14. Looking for a quickie at the end of it.
And good pressure again from the link channel. Bindon again.
Got to convert here for LA.
Yeah, LA gets the turnover. That's really good defensive pressure. And here they have the opportunity to get that try that we were just talking about. Bindon and Lynn's going to take over. Lynn's going to get that sub. So Sheeran goes in. The experienced head. Looks for that quickie with Bindon. Steps outside. It's not there.
She's been on the field a lot this game. Let's see her dig in right now. Nope, she's taking a sub, Adrian.
Yep. A well-deserved sub, I'll probably say. Burns in for the dump for Sheeran. She's looking wide. That's a great chop line. Oh. It's a great line, but the pick-off touch comes. Fantastic defense. Good look on the offense. This is good touch. Good O, good D. This is what we came to see. US Nationals, folks. New York takes over. Headed towards the sub box. They're wanting to close this game out. They're ahead 5-3. New York's LA's put some pressure on them in this last few minutes, but they've withstood it. Greco again taking the outside.
But look at the effort from McAfee. Awesome.
McAfee off her feet again. You expect nothing less. Oh, great shutdown.
Let's see if they just go straight at him.
Sheeran's just got to dig in and go. Subs coming on.
McAfee's been unbelievable, Adrian, in the defense.
Absolutely. And they draw the penalty.
I need one here. LA's got to get a score. Let's go.
They have no time to spare. They need to get this ball moving. Karina there on the charge. And that's her partner Maggie Lee looking long.
Looks like
Drawing
Tar
the penalty.
didn't quite get on
Didn't
side.
quite get on side, so
Short
the
side
offside
scoop
call.
was on.
Maggie Lee and McLaughlin taking over here. Lee looking outside. Comes back into the middle. Makes that dump. Goes out again. Karina outside. Just couldn't hang on.
Luck.
It was a good look. It was a great pullback bounce option. And there's the final hooter. The final score, 5-3. New York are your Women's Open champions for 2019. Thanks for joining us.